Hey guys, my name's Ruben Riccardi, and I'm just going to share a bit of a story of what Christ did in my life 5 years ago. But before I tell you that, I'll tell you what happened last night. I had a Thanksgiving party, and so it's a week early, and you might ask why you're having a Thanksgiving party. You live in Australia. Well, I didn't just do it just so I could eat a heck of a lot of food and just feel sick and then go and eat more. I did it because that beautiful woman who gave her testimony is my wife, and so she's American, so we celebrated it. So Thanksgiving, yes, thank you. So Thanksgiving, brownie points. Ching. So Thanksgiving is about giving thanks, and the basic quick story of it, I learned my history lesson from Charlie Brown and the Snoopy Show about it. But 108 guys went from England, were sick of it, the oppression and that, went to England, Christian guys went to America, 108 of them. Half of them died. They weren't prepared for the weather there, the winter and things like that, and so they were in dire straits. And they were stuffed. They didn't know how to plant the crops, they didn't know how to get food, they didn't know how to fish, they didn't know what to do, and so they were in big trouble. And so these Navajo guys, not Navajos, but Indian dudes came, showed them how to plow the land and make food, and they survived, and that's how they got through it, and then they gave thanks at the next massive harvest that God brought for them. And so I tell you that to tell you this, that 5 years ago, I was very similar to what those dudes were in dire straits, because you might see me and say, oh, because I know I've just got so much to be thankful for, and you might look at me and say, well, you don't look so bad. And some of you might look at me and say, well, yeah, you do look pretty bad. But let me tell you this, I have so much to be thankful for, because I grew up in a good family, in a Christian family. They actually went to church. And I went to church, and I grew up in it, and I wish I could say that I got saved when I was younger and gave my life to Christ, and I don't have to tell you the other things I did, but I didn't. I turned away from it. I sat in church. I thought, this is boring. I don't even believe in God. I became just this emo kid, super skin tight jeans, a big old fringe. He remembers. And so and then I began just seeing like the party lifestyle and that, and I wanted that, and I thought, man, that's where I'm going to have fulfillment. And so for a little bit I did. For a little bit I had a little bit of fulfillment. I felt pretty good doing it, but sooner or later it wasn't enough, so I had to have more. So I began drinking like crazy, and you go from a 13-year-old kid who goes 14, bails on church, and he goes, nah, you can't